All right, everyone, thanks for joining us. This is our last Zoom call for the Emerald training for the May group, and we are so excited to see your progress. We wanted to use tonight's call to take a look at where you had hoped you'd be with regards to the going through the Emerald training and where you are now, what you think about it, and what next steps will be for you. We really want this to be an interactive call, so I don't want to do the talking. I want to do the listening, and I want to help kind of guide you to that next step now. So why don't we start with Maggie? Talk to me about, remember your intro video. What did you say? Where did you want to be, and where are you now, and what are some of the things that you're excited about?
So I wanted to be Emerald, and I thought I was Emerald, but I actually signed 2 coaches on the same leg. But that's okay. I have, my husband was one of the coaches, so it's not really a big deal because I was managing his business anyways. And I have a couple potential people who are ordering challenge packs this month that may become coaches. They're very interested. So I just have to push them there. And I hit Success Clubs 5 last month. I had SC6, and I'm really hoping to get there again this month. So that's really, I don't know.
Any challenges or anything that uncertainties or concerns at this point?
I guess my biggest challenge is I've said this before, I guess, I'm engaging people in conversation and then trying to talk to them about Beachbody without them just shutting off the conversation, because people tend to be I hear you talk about challenge packs, I'm done. So I'm getting much better at it. I'm conversating, and then they won't ignore my comments or my questions. Have you ever thought about, have you ever considered? They don't ignore it if I take the time to talk about their family or their kids or their occupation. So it's working. I'm getting there.
Exactly. Great. That's wonderful.
Thanks.
Right. CJ, talk to us, girl.
Well, thank you guys so much for doing this, by the way. Sorry, my boyfriend just got home. I just wanted to have customers, honestly, and I wanted to develop the skills to reach out to people and to get out of that comfort zone. By the end of May, I would love to be Emerald. That is definitely my goal. I need one coach for my right leg, and then my boyfriend's going to be on my left leg. So that's all. So I just need one. I already got 1 challenge pack sold this month, which was great. And I got to SC4 last month. She was talking about buying the challenge pack during the last week of the month last month. And I was like, oh, you got to do it. And then she did it. And I was like, but anyway, I'm one step closer to getting SC5 this month. That's how I'm looking at it. So I would love to be able to, I think one of my goals is to get SC5 3 months in a row, and just continue to expand my customer base. I gave someone a packet of Shakeology, and her daughter loved it. So I was talking to her about, getting a home direct and options of managing the financial aspect of the Shakeology with, okay, well, if you get home direct, then you get the shipping discount. If you really like it, then consider just being a discount coach and you get $15 off. So trying to talk to people that way too. And then what like Maggie said, forming, reaching out to people, creating conversations. I think I talked to someone that I hadn't talked to in 3 years, which was just reaching out, hey, you liked my post, thank you so much for your support. And then that ended up being a conversation. So now I have a way to follow up. And so that's just things I never even thought to do. Thanking people for liking my post. So simple, yet so impactful.
Yep, absolutely. And when you're proposing the idea of a discount coach, unless you have an idea that the person, is pretty interested at that point, sometimes the discount coach throws them off and scares them.
Okay.
So call it a discount buyer.
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah.
Coach part out of it until you get to the end, and then you just tell them, yeah, it's the same basic thing. We call it buyer coach. It's the same basic thing, but you certainly don't have to do any of the coaching responsibilities.
Yeah, that's a good point. The verbal, like how to phrase things, definitely has helped, and that I didn't even think about that. But over the last 6 weeks or so, just how to phrase things.
Yep. So you can say discount buyer. You can say VIP. Like a VIP buyer, preferred buyer. Whatever you feel more comfortable with.
Oh, that's great. I might use that on my mom. She loves. I think Shakeology literally changed her life this month. So, she absolutely loves it. I think she's doing 2 shakes a day too, which is a lot.
That is amazing to share. Are you sharing that yet on your page?
I haven't. I plan on doing, we're at the over halfway point for the 21 Day Fix. So I plan on doing a shout out. Her birthday was Wednesday, so I didn't want to confuse the shout out with the birthday. I wanted her to have her day, have Mother's Day, have her day, and then the shout out. But she's awesome.
That's awesome. So I just want to reiterate, the things that you should be doing every day. Just because the training is over, don't stop learning. Don't stop engaging in training. Any training that you see that comes up, jump into it, dive into it. I know sometimes it's hard to set aside the time to learn and to be engaged in these different types of groups because you have your power hours set, or you only have so much time in the day. But try your best to carve out time to continue learning, because you're just going to continue to pick up little pieces, little tidbits here and there. I've been through so many training courses that it has helped me tremendously. So never stop learning. And I would say if you can get back into the next Emerald training, you may want to do that again, just as another refresher to help you, or any other training that's offered. Jump on it. And always keep your one-on-one calls with your upline. Those are super important because they're going to help guide you to that next step. And then that's where you should be talking weekly about what your challenges are, what you're up against, what sort of things you're concerned about, so they can continue to help you grow. You don't want to stop growing. So engage as much as you can in as much training, whether it's a group or whether it's going to the back office. There's tons of training tips all the time in the back office. Lots of things come in through the coach news. There's always something to learn. So I would definitely never stop setting aside a little bit of time for that. And then obviously your vital behaviors. So always make sure that you're posting. Keep consistent with that. Show that you're continuing to be a product of the product. That is super important, because if you show up one day and then don't show up for another couple days, or you show that you're working out today and then you're not working out again until next week, people are going to think that you are not a serious coach, you're not a serious person, you're not doing everything that you need to be doing to better your health. So how could you possibly be a motivator and a coach for them? So that's super important, to think outside of the box and put yourself in their shoes. And your product, personal development, super important. So please make sure you're taking out time for that every day, because that's only going to continue to further grow you in not only your business, but yourself as a leader. When you start growing a team, you need to think about leadership. You need to think about not only growing yourself, but growing your team, because that's really where this business starts taking off, is when you start growing and leading your own teams. And then make sure you're recognizing them. So our fourth vital behavior, anyone, anything, recognize, whether it's your challengers, whether it's your new coaches, just continue to show that little bit of gratitude. It goes a long way with everyone. Okay, so with that being said, do you guys want to talk about anything else? Anything that's on your mind? Anything that you need help with? Anything you're uncertain about? No? Okay. All right, well, I could keep talking, but maybe I'll give you an extra few minutes before the 9 o'clock call. You're going to get a 9 o'clock call, right? every week. Engage, engage, engage. You need to keep up with the group. Are you guys finding that you're keeping up with all the different groups, especially Wild Impact? Okay.
I think sometimes it's hard. I think it was, for me in the last week and a half, because my posts were all late, it was hard to keep up with my personal posts and then keep up with the training and also keep up with like Wild Impact and Team Always Believe. So sometimes it is hard. And then with the importance of getting in the 10 minutes to like better yourself each day is so important to coaching too. So that all combined sometimes was hard. And I think over the past weekend was a little overwhelming, but I got through it. And I wanted to make sure that I was continually to be present. And then some things come up later, like the catching up with all the comments. So
yeah, and I find what works best for me, you might want to try it. I used to pay attention to the notifications all the time. And you know what? That will throw your entire day off. It throws your power hour off. Hit the pages certain time, like in the morning and then the afternoon. You hit it once, you check it, and you just catch up. You scroll down, a few, and you sort of see what you might have missed. But if you keep paying attention to those notifications, they're going to drive you crazy and they're going to throw you off your business. You're going to find that you're never getting anything done because you're focusing too much on the pages. If there's anything super, super important, I'm sure your upline's going to either call you out and tag you in it, or they're probably going to share it in their own page as well. But honestly, I think if you just try to schedule those times where you go into your pages, then you stay focused on what you need to do for your business. That's the most important. Okay. And there was one more thing I wanted to say. I lost it. Oh, getting out of your comfort zone. Try pushing yourself. Continue to push yourself. So if there's something you're not comfortable with, like videos, a lot of times people are not comfortable with doing videos. Push yourself. Even if it's a 20-second video, even if it's a little clip of your workout, those things really work. People like to see the real thing behind the words. They like to hear your voice, and they like to see what you're doing, so that one, you can show them that you're actually doing it and you're not just saying you're doing it. And you're showing them, a clip of what it is that they can possibly do and how things can work for them. So definitely push yourself as much as you can. All right, I think I'm done talking. Anybody else have anything to say? Oh my gosh, I totally lost you. Sorry. Anyway, whatever. So as I was saying, just get out of your comfort zone. Do something you don't feel comfortable with. Just get out there and push yourself. You're going to feel a lot better about yourself, and you're going to see how that helps progress. All right? It was great, really, really great spending the time with you during this. It really was.
Thank you both so much.
Yeah, no problem. We're
We
very happy to
appreciate it.
help. And you can always reach out to us. If you can't reach, your upline or someone else, just feel free. We're always here to help. We're a team. That's how it works. All right. See you in a few minutes on the other call.
bye.
Bye.